All right. All right. For those who are tuning in right now, this is the pre-Super Bowl show, pregame show.
Pregame show.
For the season 2 DMX Super Bowl. I'm B Mays. Sitting beside me is Catfish Billy. We're going to kind of discuss how we got here, who's in the Super Bowl. As you know, it's the Giants versus the Patriots. And earlier in the season, this is a rematch of the Week 16 matchup between Don Bauer and Jordan Ford. And in that matchup, Jordan, kind of handled Don wholeheartedly. Yeah. Beat his ass there, 45-10. But this is the big game. This is on the big stage, and this is for all the marbles, man. This is for the Lombardi Trophy.
Yeah, I expect it to be a better game than what that regular season matchup was. I don't. If the Giants played everybody that they?
I'm not sure. I didn't really check too much in that game. I think they all played. I think it was kind of like a pride game. They all wanted to, see who would win that game. But let's kind of give a little recap of how we got here. I'll do the NFC playoffs. NFC playoffs, you had your 1, you had your 2 seeds. We were pretty close, pretty spot on with what we said, going into the playoffs here. I think we actually predicted it just right in the last week there, or last 2 weeks.
Yeah, wasn't there somebody else in the 6th seed? But our last podcast, and we predicted that Dallas would jump into it.
I think it was Matt. I think Matt was there.
Was the Cardinals still in it?
Yeah, I think the Cardinals were still there. But like I said, all in all, we got it pretty close. Right now, like I said, you had the Giants who were the 1 seed, then you had DJ at the 2 with Seattle. Then the Vikings, Panthers, Bears, myself, and the Cowboys. And in the first round matchups, we had a lot of good games.
Yeah, we did.
A lot of good games, a lot of close games. I don't think any game was decided by more than 1 score in the first round. But it was you had Tyler versus Jerry. And I think that game came down. I think it was like 21-18.
It was 20-14.
20-14.
Yeah.
There we go.
Baker had a tough game that game. He only threw for 125 yards in that game. Dak had a pretty good game, but he threw 3 picks. So
yeah.
And Zeke didn't do. I think that was the biggest key to the game. There, Zeke was held to 32 yards rushing, no touchdowns, and then Dalvin had a good game with 66 yards rushing. So.
But then in the other game in the NFC, we had myself versus Va, and what was a crazy high-scoring game. And what was crazy is up till halftime, there was not a lot of scoring in that game. I think it was like 14-17. But, we just kind of blew the tops off the defenses in the second half. And had he had one more timeout down there on the 1-yard line,
I'd have liked to caught the end of that game.
It would have been a different story, I think. But, he uses all his timeouts.
There was some big stats in that game, man.
Oh, I know. I think DJ Moore torched me.
Dude, 246 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's Cam threw for 310, 3 touchdowns. Even Will Greer had a decent game. He only threw for 198, but he still threw for 2 touchdowns. And Tyreek Cohen, 100 yards, rushing, 1 touchdown. I think Jordan Howard scored 2. Will Greer ran 1.
Yeah.
I mean, damn.
Yeah. And it was tough because I lost Trubisky near the end of the season. And, we had to find somebody on the fly. And, Will was there. And I went and picked up Will and didn't know what I was going to getting with him. But, he had
that's a good game in that wild card.
Yeah, he had 2 solid games for me.
That's good.
But moving on here, we got in the AFC, you had a close game between Roy and the Kittens.
Yeah, the Kittens.
At Max Allgood, at Jordan Ford.
Make sure you tag Max.
We had a good game between those two. Another close one, I think, between those two. I think it was a 5-point game.
28-23.
Yeah. Another good close game.
Herbert threw for 4 touchdowns in that game. So every touchdown that the Jags scored was a passing touchdown, but he threw 3 picks. But luckily that didn't affect him in the outcome. I'd say he was probably pretty nervous about that, throwing 3 picks with him.
Oh, I know.
The Texans didn't have no rush game whatsoever, man. Their leading rusher for the game was Lamar Miller, the running back, obviously, with only 19 yards. And they only lost by 5. I mean, that's
great. Yeah, they contained Deshaun.
That's impressive.
That's crazy.
DJ Chark, he had a decent game with 82 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hollywood Brown added a touchdown. Tevin Coleman rushed for 54. I mean, Deshaun only threw for 1 touchdown. He threw 2 picks. So
yeah,
I think the big thing when that game was too is the Jags had a good pass rush. They had 5 sacks in that game. So
yeah,
that probably helped. But 5 points, man. I mean, Roy had a hell of a season this year. Really
great season. Then you had Mo and Alex playing with Pittsburgh.
Game.
Yeah,
3-point game
with Pittsburgh and Tennessee. And Mo kind of lost the big Mo near the end of the season, momentum going into the playoffs. I think he lost Le'Veon, Ryan Shazier, and maybe a couple other players too before playoffs.
Le'Veon played though. I don't know.
Did he?
I don't know what his.
I think he has a broken thumb.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, he came back early.
Yeah, he came back. He only had 16 yards. He did score, but Michael Thomas had a big game for the Titans. Juju and AB, they played well for the Steelers. Breeze threw for 226 and a touchdown, only had 5 incompletions. Mason Rudolph, I think, was his X factor. He seems like he's kind of fed up with him already.
I've seen that.
To get rid of him, look for another quarterback, but he threw 2 picks, and he was only 12 for 21. He threw for 186, but, you're going to have to do a little bit more than that to win a playoff game. And still only lost by 3, so his defense seemed to have a good game.
And from there, you had your divisional round matchups. You had the the Jags going against the Patriots, and the shit-talking bowl. And then you had Kansas City against Tennessee, and which obviously is a huge upset. I mean, he did it during the regular season. I don't even know how much longer you can call it an upset. But Alexander beat my pick to win the Super Bowl, Tavis Good, and I think it was a close game because I remember I tuned in and they had already been playing, and I think it was 20-17 or something at that point. And Alex had just threw a pick like on his side of the field, and I was like, "That's a wrap. You can't make these type of mistakes against Tavis." And I don't know what happened, but I didn't. And then the next thing I checked Facebook, and it's over. Alexander had won. So I mean,
Alexander threw a touchdown real late. I think on a flag route, caught it in the corner of the end zone. Yeah, 1-on-1 coverage, hell of a catch. I mean, the stats in that game was crazy in a different way than what yours and Boz was. I mean, it was such an evenly played game.
Yeah,
I mean, 230 to 257 in yards, 68 to 73 in rushing yards, 162 to 184 in passing yards. Titans had 11 first down. Chiefs had 11 first downs, and the Titans had 10. Breeze threw for 165. Mahomes threw for 160. I mean, it was crazy how close in stats that game was.
That's insane. Let me see. Let me get this page. Okay, here we go. I think they're getting ready to kick off here in a few minutes. We'll just go ahead and pull up the screen here. We'll keep talking. But I was saying, and then you had in the second round of the NFC, it was myself versus Don, and then you had Tyler versus DJ, which I thought was going to be, the game of the playoffs between those two.
Yeah, and it turned out.
And it turned out Tyler just put it on him.
Yeah,
he just put it on him. Apparently I talked to DJ after the game. He kind of let on that, I've just got to invest in offensive linemen because it's fucking.
Yeah, he only had 135 yards all game. I mean, take that for what it's worth. They're going to be better than that against the Vikings.
Right.
Tyler Steele's a good player. But,
right. And then my game against Don, inexperience caught up with me with Will Greer back there at the helm. I think Tariq Cohen went down with a back injury in the second or third series.
Will Greer still had a pretty decent game though. He threw 2 picks, but he still had 200.
One of them was a pick six, and the other one he kind of just floated over somebody's head.
You got Akeem Hunt involved.
Yeah, I had to. Tariq Cohen went down.
Did he get hurt?
Yeah,
he still had a good game.
Yeah,
he had 44 yards rushing and 61 receiving.
Yeah,
a touchdown in the passing game. And you know what I thought was crazy about this game, seeing the score, which it wasn't a blowout by no means. I don't know when it got out of hand, but you had 10 more first downs than the Giants.
Yeah,
17-7 in first downs, and he put up 42 points. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
He scored. It was just Saquon Barkley, man, as you could see here on the live stream, 99 overall.
235 yards.
Yeah, man. I just couldn't stop him. I was loading the box up there and everything. I couldn't do nothing with the guy. But we lost there, and then you got the NFC Championship game. You had not the Titans. Oh, well, yeah, you had the Titans versus the Jags, and then the that was the AFC, and then the NFC game. You had the Vikings versus the Giants.
Titans versus the Patriots.
Yeah. I'm getting tongue tied there. But yeah, those guys there.
The NFC was a good game. The Patriots put up 51 on the Titans defense.
Yeah.
517 yards on offense. And the Patriots had 6 picks with 6 different DBs. That's crazy.
But looks like we're getting ready to start the game here.
What's your prediction before we start?
Before we start here, I think it's going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be anything like Week 16. I think Don's going to come out and play. I think George's going to bring his best, but I think I'm going to go with the Patriots because every time I pick against him, he wins.
I hear you. So I was honestly going to go with the Patriots too.
So I'm going to go with the Patriots. I'm going to go.
The pressure's definitely on the Patriots, though. He's thinking, "Damn, I can't lose this one. I'm really going to hear it." And I think Don leads on to that. He's not nervous, but you almost got to believe him. I think he's going to play calm, and I think he's going to try to get the running game.
Oh, absolutely. So here we are kicking the ball off. It's Goskowski kicking the ball. We got back here returning. Khalif
had a good year.
Let's see. He's out to the 20. About to where he would be. Returning, taking a knee there. So let's see what we got going on here.
You think they try to get Saquon done going super early?
Oh, you got to. You got to. That's the league MVP. Absolutely, he's going to get him going early.
Kirk can't have any turnovers in this game. He's got to protect the ball because them DBs been playing out of their mind lately.
Exactly. So here we are on the 23-yard line. We got the Giants out of the shotgun. Barkley coming. Oh, stuffed at the line. At the line. Yeah. It's hard, especially, and you think with this offensive line, the Giants, real world, they've got a bad offensive line. I don't know what he's running with here, but, you got to make that block. All right, so what's
going under center, tight end right, twins left. Saquon off tackle again, gain of about 2. It looked like 1.5. Long third down here, man. This is what I'm talking about as far as the turnovers go. You can't, even if you have to punt, man, and flipping the field is going to be way better than throwing a pick here and giving him short field to work with. You gotta protect the ball here. Maybe throw something underneath, or if you got a one-on-one on man coverage, then take a shot maybe. But a deep pick here is just as good as a punt in some cases. But the last thing you need to do is turn it over here.
Sometimes you just got to get what you can get.
Yeah, exactly. Take what the defense is going to give you.
Yeah. So let's see what we got to do here. We got split backfield. Little hard count. All right. Got Cousins dropping back to throw in the flats to Sharkandrick West. Yep, not bad.
Had a good,
not bad.
Exactly.
It's
safe. And if he breaks that tackle, he gets a first.
Right. So, it's a one-on-one situation.
Safe.
I think that's Patrick Chung.
Yep. Safe play.
Yeah.
Punt it away and see what he's going to do on offense. Flip the field. Don't give him short field.
All right. So here we go. We got the punt away.
Good punt.
A good punt. He's going to be down inside the 20.
Yep. 19-yard line.
19-yard line. So now we got to come out here. The Giants defense, they've got to come out here and they've got to, stop a high-powered Patriots offense.
Show them they're here to play. Don't let the Patriots go down and take the whole 5 minutes off this clock and, score a touchdown. That'd be kind of deflating. Obviously it wouldn't be the biggest factor, but, you don't want to come down here and let him take up some clock and end up scoring a touchdown.
Oh, no way. And, you got a pretty good defense, too. I think the 8th overall defense in the Giants. So we're going to see what happens. You got Teddy Bridgewater back here.
Gronk out here in the shotgun and both tight ends. He runs up the middle to Shoney Michelle and Stuff.
Was that Ed Oliver, now Gunner Oliver? Ed Gunner or whatever he is now. Yeah, it looks like it was him. It was a great pick, in the offseason by Alexander.
I think we all knew he was going to be a stud, and he's living up to that.
You got Hankins out there. All right, they're coming out. You got Brian on the outside. Let's see what we got here. Bridgewater's back to throw. Sack! Get a little Mike Keith there.
That's big, man. And this is the type of plays here. You can't give up these conversions here. You got to get
these third and longs, especially against a player like Jordan. You got to convert. You played them.
Exactly.
Third, like 30 or something.
Watch these tight ends here on these plays.
Tight ends up the seam.
Yep.
There he goes.
Yep,
The
Gronk.
Titans play the Jets on
Outside, one-on-one coverage deep. And he good defense.
Good defense. Great
play
defense.
right there, corner. He's a speedster, ain't he?
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, we got 2 defensive stands and 2 pretty good offensive teams here.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, this is the Super Bowl. You bring your best here. You got West returning the punt.
Good return.
Good return. About 10, 15-yard return.
Yeah, you can't blame Jordan there going. I mean, he had one-on-one coverage there. I mean,
absolutely.
And that was a play that he got me on late in the game on a 3rd down. They just
is that Dorsett that he was throwing the ball?
I think
there?
so.
Well, he always
might have been Dez. I couldn't tell. I didn't.
He likes to go up to Dorsett. No, it was Dez out there on the right.
Outside?
Mm-hmm. It was. All right, let's see. He's coming out. Trips to the left.
Trips to the left. Little bubble screen, didn't do nothing.
What I noticed before when I watched their game is Jordan reads those plays.
Yep.
The screens, your bubble screens and wide receiver screens, those are tough to run against him.
He got him for a loss of 3 there. I kind of like the play call, though. I mean, he's going to think that maybe he gives it to Saquon out of shotgun again. He tries to get something quick. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a prettier design of a run play.
Keep seeing how long he bites on that. You could see later on in the game running a fake screen, one-on-one right there. All right, we got a toss to the right. Saquon's out there. Got a lead blocker.
Good run.
What a juke.
Yep.
Good, nice pickup there.
Yep.
Nice pickup. Probably about a 7-8 yard pickup.
Yep.
Yeah, 3rd and 5.
Here. 3rd and short's way better than 3rd and 9.
Yeah. I tell you what I'd do in this situation. If I was here 3rd and 5, you're obviously this is a passing down. A lot of people think it is. I'd probably, with the guy like Saquon back, I'd run a draw.
It could be.
I think the middle of the field.
He's coming out in real tight bunch.
He's coming in tight formation.
Single back. Got a false start.
False start. God, those are drive killers.
False start on the right guard.
3rd and 5 is a lot better than 3rd and 10.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, here's prime turnover situation. Don't force nothing. You flip the field for the most part. If you don't get it, I mean, throw it away. Don't take a sack. I mean, punt it and try to pin him if you have to. But
you can't force nothing.
Don't throw nothing into coverage.
And if you do, you gotta throw something deep.
Yeah.
Probably deep it on the sideline, so there's an opportunity for them to get out of bounds, or like if they knock them out of bounds here. Let's see what we got here.
Good protection
good
there.
Shot. Good pass underneath. Not bad. You got to get what you can get.
Another one-on-one tackle by that secondary. That's big time. They had 2 one-on-ones on 2 consecutive.
Good open field tackling. Definitely by this team.
Both of them.
All right, we got Quigley out here punting.
Oh, good.
Oh, great punt.
Beautiful
great punt.
Pinned him on the
6-yard line, down inside the 10 here. I mean, this is going to be big here. We need to see what the Patriots offense is really made up here. They're backed up against their own zone right here.
What if they try to go with something quick here, trying to get Sony Michelle going a little bit?
Get a quick hitter. We'll see.
Dez on the right and Juliet on the left.
All right, let's see.
Drop back to pass.
Oh, good pass.
Oh, good move.
He's right there in the middle.
Yep.
Good pickup. First down. Picks up 14 there.
That's a good call against that defense there.
Oh, yeah. You didn't force nothing. You wait and sat there until he got open. He was sitting there. He was blocking, breaks off, makes the catch, picks up 14. Good run after catch. Gronk down the seam. Is that Gronk?
That's Eifert.
That's Eifert. Tyler Eifert down the seam. That's what I've noticed a lot too. He likes to run, passes down the seams with his tight ends. You gotta be aware of that. That's a huge pickup there. Seems like they're, the offense is clicking now.
Yeah, they got something going here. Starting on 6 and in 2 plays, they're almost to the 50.
Almost to midfield.
Got bunch right with 2 tight ends.
Drag route underneath. I see it. No, going deep down the middle.
And he caught it.
No, he drops it.
He dropped
it. Is that Edelman?
Yep. Way to knock the ball loose there. Good.
He had that drag underneath and wasn't a soul inside. He missed one there.
Yep.
There was probably a 20-yard pickup. He had
I think he had it in his mind that he was going to take a shot there and had his mindset on that the whole way.
God, it's tough because sometimes you just know. You just know, and you're like, man, I'm going to throw it to this guy. Let's see what we got here. He's running it up the middle.
James White. Oh, he's still running.
Gosh.
Look at James White.
James White with his
looking for some,
with his best Mike Allstott impression.
Yeah, some trade rumors swirling around him before the Super Bowl, I've heard. So
okay. 3rd and 3 here. This is a big 3rd and 3 here for Jordan and for the Giants.
Got 4 out. Gronk's in the slot there. I'd look for Gronk here. bringing some pressure on the defense.
Right across the middle.
Yep, Edelman.
Edelman breaks tackle. Two tackles. Oh, beast mode.
And then you got Dorsett out there not blocking nobody. He could have housed that.
Well, that's a Miami receivers for you.
This offense is clicking. And you can't blame Don there. Try to get some pressure because he ain't really tried to run the ball minus that one play wide.
No.
Little play action pass here.
Okay. Bridgewater. Touchdown.
That's Eifert.
Tyler Eifert. Give him 6.
I thought he was going to try to force that a little earlier, and it wasn't open. And he waited just enough time and had enough
time. He hit him right across the middle there.
Had enough protection to let.
So here we are. Damn, it's flying by. In the first quarter, we got the Patriots up 7-0 after going 94 yards. You know, that's a pivotal drive for them. Great drive. So here we go, kicking off. Got Ellison.
15-yard line.
It's always scary watching those big guys return the kick.
Good field position to start out the drive, though. Man, the Giants really need to They
need to get points on their board, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown. They need points here.
Yeah, they need to answer here. And the Patriots get ball at halftime too, so that's big, man. The Giants really need to put some points on the board.
They're getting outgained right now, 92-14 overall in yardage.
A run to Saquon, just
not bad, not bad.
2 yards,
3-4 yard pickup,
3 yards.
You know,
I think if you asked Jordan how many, 2 yards, 3 yard carries he'd give up to Saquon, he'd take that all night.
No, it was good. But I think the big key factor here for Don is not to get frustrated and not to go away from Saquon Barkley.
Exactly.
That is your best.
Don't start throwing it all over the field and forcing stuff.
You can't.
And he's not here.
There we go. Saquon up the middle. Big hole. Big hole. What is that? That was like a 16-yard gain? Yeah.
Big run.
God, great blocking on that play.
Man, that hole was huge.
You drive a fucking Mack truck through that hole.
I could have gained 10.
I get up off his couch and run 10 right now. Great run. Great play
like
call.
What he's done this drive, though. He said he's going to go to his best player. He's not going to force it here. Now he's loading the line of scrimmage to the right here.
Okay. All right, here we go. Got some play action.
Pass.
All right.
Plenty of pass protection. Deep ball's open. Oh, my
God. He drops it. Oh, man.
Wasn't looking at the ball.
Was that Ingram? God.
Hit him right in the damn hip.
Hit him in the number. That's huge.
That's frustrating, man.
That's the drops that make you mad.
Yeah.
That's the drops that make you want to break something. Because, God, the guy was wide open right there. All he had to do is put his hands on it, tap 2 feet in, and you're in the red zone.
You can't let plays like that ruin you.
Can't let it stick on you. Not in the Super Bowl. Here we go. 2nd and 10.
Getting back to Saquon.
Here we go. Off tackle.
Nothing. Man, I'm impressed with that Patriots defensive line this game. I mean, they gave up that one big run a minute ago, but they ain't letting Saquon get anything too huge here. 3rd and 10's big.
3rd and 10.
This may be 2 down territory, to be honest, if he can gain 5 or 6 here.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to pick it all up right here, but I mean,
you got to see what you can get,
You gotta have some nuts in a game like this down 7-2.
You got to see. We've got to see here. Got the play clock winding down. We're at 15 seconds. All right, let's see. Don comes out here.
He trips right.
Trips right.
Single to the left and Barkley in the backfield. Play clock running down. Good protection.
Oh, man.
Underneath.
He missed Ingram.
Ingram open.
He had him.
This is what I'm saying here. 4th and 2 on the 38. He's going to kick it, I think.
He's seen what's his name was user in the safety there, which it's hard because those are kind of like almost you forcing those throws. God, this is tough. I don't know if I would do this.
He's second guessing it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, this is a good position to go for.
Absolutely.
I thought it before he even chose the field goal to begin with.
Absolutely.
And he was just going to take the points, which you can't necessarily blame.
Yeah, but 55 yards out and 9 mile per hour.
Just 2 yards, and you got a guy like Saquon too, and you've completed some underneath passes here, which I expect Jordan to be expecting an underneath pass.
Yeah.
Here, so
I wouldn't put it past him here to come out here and run a quarterback draw with Cousins.
I don't know.
That's good. Look at that field right there. Look in the middle.
It's why I don't know what them linebackers are doing here, but.
He knew it. He pre-decided when he started the play.
There he goes.
That's what you can't do. That's 6. He's saying that to the house.
That's a deflate and play.
He read that all the way.
Man, he had Saquon cutting across the middle.
He did, man. It's tough.
Man, that angle route's tough to beat sometimes.
Kirk Cousins read that. I mean, Kirk Cousins was going there the whole way. So now
you go from needing a good drive here to where you got to score.
You got to.
You simply got to score.
You can't punt away. You got to get points on the board.
It seemed like he rushed that throw.
Big time.
You just got 2 yards to get. You need to be a little bit more patient than that. And I love being able to talk about what other people need to do, and I don't do that shit myself.
Okay.
Good
Big return.
Okay.
Now do something with it.
He's had a good playoffs, man. Khalid can play.
Yeah, I can tell. That was a great return there. Almost out to midfield.
He's had some over 100-yard receiving games in the playoff.
Okay. But like I said, Don here, he needs to stick to his guns. You know,
and you got plenty of time.
You know, you still got, there's still 4 minutes left.
Don't freak out, man.
You know, don't start forcing nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, R1.
Oh
my God. That's what you don't need.
Barkley in the backfield again, man.
He was there open in the flats.
Had him wide open.
He's trying
one-on-one with him in a corner.
He's trying to score 14 points in one play.
One drive. Yeah, I mean.
You can't. You can't.
You know Jordan's licking his chops, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. This is what you can't do against him. You can't make mistakes and give him the ball.
Run with Sonny Michel up the middle there. Only didn't gain much.
Good stuff. Good stuff on the play.
Man, if you're the Giants here, you got to get out of here with no points given up.
You can't. You got to hold them. You know, and like I said,
if you're Jordan, you got to decide how aggressive you want to be, which knowing him, I expect him to be aggressive.
Okay, sack.
Good pressure. Fumble. Picked up.
Big time. Ed Oliver. That's huge. Now he has to capitalize. He has to get points.
That right there could keep him in the game.
Exactly. He has to get points here.
Play.
You know, like I said, he's got to stick to his gun. Saquon Parker, he's rode that man all the way here. Give him the ball.
Yeah, he comes in the high formation with the tight end right here. Jordan shifts his line to the strong side.
Strong right.
Got a stretch play to the left.
Okay, bounce. Okay.
There's
Barkley.
There you go.
There he is. There's your MVP.
Juke move.
Down to the 2-yard line. That's why he's the MVP.
Yep, that's it.
Right there. Plays like that.
That's a good play call,
33 yards.
He said, I threw 2 picks. I'm going with my guns.
He saw the defensive line shift over to the strong side. He changed plays. Ran it the opposite direction.
Man, it looked like the Patriots had a chance to stuff that.
They did. He bounced off the tackle.
Run up the middle to Barkley.
Stuffed it.
Gaining nothing.
I mean, you got to know what they got to know at some time. You know, like they know you like to run Barkley. You know you probably like to run him up the middle. I mean, sometimes in that situation, you might want to run a toss play or something like that.
Quick hitter on a slant or something. You know he's going to. Yeah, you know he's expecting Barkley.
Maybe a jet sweep. You know, coming from the opposite direction.
And on 1st and goal, maybe even a fade route. I mean, if you got a guy that you're confident in doing that with.
Well, I know Don's been looking for wide receivers this year, so I don't know.
A guy he wants to throw a fade route to.
You know, and then you got Kirk's back there, and he's not had a terrible year. I think he's got 21 touchdowns and 17 interceptions, but
he's gonna have to use a timeout here, maybe. He's going to
burn one. He's going to burn it.
Don't lose that 5 yards.
No,
you can't lose that 5 yards.
Yeah, not in a game like this. Not in a game like this.
You need a touchdown here big time. So what's the deal now that he already went for it on his side of the 50? He can't do it again, right?
Can't go again.
Oh, man,
he already used his one.
So you can't use one again until you're down a certain amount of points in the
fourth. In the fourth quarter, I think, when you're down.
Okay. You got to be losing by any amount?
You just got to be losing.
Be losing. Or
you can do it to ice the game.
Yeah, if you're winning. Fullback dive. Got a yard. That's it. 3rd and goal on the 1. Man,
Red
you got to
Ellison,
get this in.
You got to get it in here. You've got to.
What do you think about the dive there? Fullback. You go with Barkley, or you kind of like trying to trick them there a little?
I don't know. I think I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I kind of like it because you had the formation. You had it, set up where your fullback was offset from your quarterback. Your running back was. I don't think
maybe I was going outside.
Run a stretch play or a toss. So, I like to call. Here, I'm looking for a QB sneak.
3rd and goal. 2 tights. Single back, Barkley. A little hard count. I think he's questioned himself what he wants to do.
Run commit to the middle.
Oh,
touchdown,
pass.
Evan Ingram. Great pass.
Oh,
way to come back, Don. Way to come back after throwing a pick 6, throwing a pick, getting the ball back, and going down and putting 6 on the board.
The Patriots brought some pressure there, man.
I think they did. I think they were 100% committed to the QB sneak or run up the middle. But great sequence there. Great drive.
You really need to hold him to halftime here without any points.
Oh, absolutely.
And if I know Jordan well enough, he's going to be aggressive and try to get some points. So
I think he's going downfield. He's going to be looking for Dorsett or Gronk.
If Don can get a turnover here, man, you got a flip of the game. Momentum. Big Mo.
If he can hold him out of the end zone, that's big too.
About 3 yards deep.
Here we go.
Oh, good coverage.
Oh, good.
He had it done 19. Minute and 55 to go in the half. Patriots have all 3 timeouts.
Let's see what Jordan's got here. He's coming out.
4 wide. Gronk's in the slot. Edelman's on the other side.
James White in the backfield.
We'll see if the Giants can get some pressure here. That helped them out last drive with that fumble.
Teddy's making some pre-snap adjustments. All right, Teddy drops back to throw. Sees him on the seam.
There's another tight end across the middle, man. Gronk don't drop them.
He doesn't.
He just don't drop
man. And those seam passes, they'll kill you.
If there's anything I would take away right now, if I'm Don, is I'm trying to take away the seams from the tight end.
Oh, absolutely.
They can go outside.
You can't. Honestly, if I'm Don right now, I'm manning up.
I agree.
I'm putting man on man and say, beat me.
I agree.
Beat my guys. All right, good run. Okay, nice spin move there by James White. Good pickup, about 7 yards.
I'm making his outside guys beat me. I mean, you got Edelman going across the middle, Eifert and Gronk. I'm making Dez and I'm making Dorsett make plays on the outside.
Right.
I mean, he tried that earlier in the game, and you seen the corner made a hell of a play.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make him do more of that. You got to take away that middle of the field.
Yeah. I know it's hard on Gronk, a guy with his size and stature, and
Edelman's faster than shit. So,
right.
Not necessarily speed-wise, but his agility and acceleration. He's just shifty.
All right, here we go. Teddy's dropping back to throw. Good throw in the flats. Missed tackle. Another missed tackle.
You got to make them open.
Edelman, he's done that 2 or 3 times, man. He's a slippery guy. Yeah. He's elusive. He can break tackles. He makes guys in the open field miss. And
I like the play by Jordan there. He was safe with it. He didn't force anything.
You got to give what the defense is giving
exactly.
you. If they're giving you the flats, you got to take them.
You got to know you're ahead and you get ball. You can't afford a turnover there. So.
I mean, he's driving here. He's on, giant side of the field. Teddy's dropping back to throw.
Oh, sack.
That's 3 sacks already by Sheard.
Yep.
Sheard. I don't know how to say his name. That's 3 sacks already. That's man. He's having a hell of a game.
He's going to need that the rest of the way.
Possible Super Bowl MVP brewing there, depending on who wins the game.
I think it's Kevin, right? Kevin Sheard.
I think so, yeah. All right, here we go. Another drop back.
Time to throw this time. He's only rushing 3.
Kevin got he got him again.
He got him again. Man, he's holding the ball too long there.
He is. He's got to get rid of him. He's going to take off running.
He's had a bunch of deep routes there, and Jordan don't look like he's using the timeout on 3rd and 22. He's going to let it run down. So that's big time for Don, man.
He's got to protect here because, like we've talked about, Jordan on plays like this, he likes to go deep. He likes to take that shot. And who's the guy he likes to take the shot to? Philip Dorsett. Yep. So I expect him to take a shot at Philip Dorsett. And there's only 7 seconds. So I see it. Hail Mary.
Back off. There
you go. Play over the top here. Dropping back to throw.
Deep ball in the end zone.
Here we go. Ball in the end zone.
Coverage, and he freaking
caught it.
Dez.
He caught it.
Dez Bryant.
Dez caught it.
Caught it in the end zone. You caught it. That's a back breaker.
My God. Great defense from Don. You couldn't ask for better.
Missed the extra point. Man, that was good.
Damn.
Good defense. Why do you not have 3 safeties in the end zone back
God,
there?
man.
Why are you not running 3 deep?
Honestly, there you got a freaking man up. I play man up 3 deep there.
3 deep.
I mean,
not even giving that
guy
chance.
Like this. God, now you're kicking off to
him.
You
knew what he was going to do.
You knew it. I would have got a timeout there and changed off the defense.
Damn, man. That's a backbreaker.
Oh, man.
You had 1 play to hold him there, and you're down by a touchdown. And now he's got the ball again. You got to get a stop here.
You got to. You've got to come out. Your defense has got to come out, make a play, force a turnover, get a stop, release Sheard out there. I mean, he's already got 4 sacks up to this point. So, I mean, you got to do something.
And a lot of teams here on offense will maybe run the ball, get that clock moving, and maybe be a little bit safer. But I don't expect Jordan to do that at all. I think he's going to come out and stick to his guns and sling that thing.
I think Jordan, he's a guy who likes to put up points. He's like a fucking –
He went with the run here.
Oh, great run up the middle. Great run up the middle. He over-pursued. Don over-pursued that. He was there in the lane.
5.
Good trap play there. 0-1 trap. But yeah, like we were saying there, Jordan's a guy who likes to put up a lot of points. Early timeout.
He might have pressed the wrong button there and
He
didn't
might
like a play
have.
call.
Early timeout. 13 seconds into the second half, and you're burning the timeout. That could come back to bite him later on in the game.
Oh man, the Giants need to stop. And not only does he need to stop, he can't afford to get 3 or 4 minutes off this clock before he gets that stop. Another run. Good defense there.
Good defense there. Great defense.
Gain of a couple. Gain of just a big third down here.
Huge third down.
Man, this is big here. Maybe Kevin Sheard can get some pressure in here. Ed Oliver, Gunner.
Yeah.
You need some pressure here, but man, I don't sit back in zone here. I'm going to try to man up and make.
I'm manning up. I'm pressing them at the line, and I'm sending a few guys.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make him make a quick decision.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. We got some network issues. Okay, let's see what's going on.
Jordan must be streaming.
Jordan's he's stream sniping underneath on the.
He broke the tackle. Eifert broke it. 3.
God,
damn! I just running through people.
Jesus. And those, like I said, those are the plays, man. Those are the plays that you got to make. And like I said, Jordan's
open field tackles have killed the Giants this game, man. It's been a couple of times. Edelman's broke a few.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's got to, maybe make some adjustments and, change some things and maybe put the tackling on conservative. You're not going to get a lot of big hits or strip fumbles or anything
this point
like
in the
that.
game, you almost got to try to get a strip. I mean, put your strip on aggressive and see if you can force a turnover.
Right.
I mean, you got to try to make something. You can't just sit back and let him do what he does best.
No, you can't sit back there and let Teddy just pick you apart.
You got Gronk on the inside here and trip. So watch him across the middle. There he goes on the seam.
He's covered well. Slant route.
And there goes Dez across the middle. He covered Gronk across the middle, but
Teddy's 9 for 11, 201 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yep. Teddy's having a great game. Watch him for Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, man, he's just picking this Giant secondary apart.
He's sitting back in zone and letting him throw it underneath.
I know.
It's killing him. That was a big run by James White.
Big run. Another broken tackle. Janoris Jenkins.
He's gone.
That's touchdown.
That's 6.
6.
Man, that's going to ice it.
Dez is hurt.
Dez is hurt. I want to run and play. 26-7.
Lee Bump.
Man, missed tackles have killed the Giants.
They have absolutely missed tackles and turnovers. He threw a pick 6 early in the game, and he threw another pick, which he did get the ball back there, and he scored. But now this is putting you in a bad situation. Now you're down. They're about to go for 2 here, so let's see what they're about to do.
He's gonna try to make up.
5 wide here.
Try to make up for that missed extra point.
Don't go chasing points, buddy. Back of the end zone, pick. He can return this for 2 points.
There's a flag.
Oh, man.
He's going to get a holding, I bet.
That or a block in the back.
Yep. Is Eifert going to catch him?
Is Eifert going to hawk him?
Eifert.
Nope. 1 touchdown.
2 points.
Or 2 points.
Block in the back. Yep.
Illegal block in the back. Jonathan Hankins.
On a damn defensive tackle.
This is kind of confusing here. I'm not really sure how this would necessarily happen in real life it's just kind of Madden, but he's getting the ball back, but it was after the interception. Or they're not even going to kick the ball. This is just a glitchy Madden thing, I guess. Well, he doesn't get to retry the point, and now it fucks you.
They should be kicking it off right here.
Now it's fucking you, and you're on the 2-yard line.
Yeah, that's terrible. Good thing you got Saquon in a situation like this. That fucks him on field position.
Now Barkley's hurt. Oh, man. That is the last thing Don needed. The absolute last thing. We could just –
that field position fucks him. God. They should be kicking the ball off to him.
God, that is just –
that's terrible.
That's trash. Man, we can just hope that Saquon or, the Giants can just hope that Saquon, he's all right. And maybe he's just got a little bruise on his back or something. But if he's done for this game, it does not look good. It's already looking bleak for the Giants.
It's tough, man.
Now I think John's going to feel like he's got to throw the ball.
He's already getting fucked, and then Madden fucks him.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to feel like he's got to throw the ball here. Oh, man. Yeah. 1 yard gain.
1 yard line.
Well, it looks like just a pulled
his hamstring, and he's still playing.
Pulled his hamstring. In a game like this, you got to put him back in. Well, Don's got to
big plays. He's just got to.
He's got to make a play here. He can't turn the ball over and can't take a safety.
No, and oh man,
You got to
don't
convert
get
here.
it. You just punt it away to him again. I mean, you're on the 1. I mean, you're already down 3 scores. He's got split back and shotgun here, twins to the right.
It looks like
went safe to an open field tackle, and the Patriots made it.
Looking like what I'm seeing here on the page, Jordan offered to punt the ball back to him for a touchback. He says he doesn't feel like he wanted to get him cheated. Maybe Don hasn't seen that yet or something, but
he should have paused the game maybe and messaged him.
Yeah. But
that's tough.
God, that is it's
I
trash.
mean,
that's a good move. Good move on his part. Very pressure, but still, fuck him.
At Jordan
4, fuck you, you dusty bitch. But here we go. He's gonna go for it on 4th down. Oh, square. Oh, he got him though. He got it. He had him naked over there. He
missed the hurry up offense. He's gonna try to get something going.
Okay, I mean, you got to do what you got to do here.
And the pistol trips left.
All right. Okay. Well, run with Saquon, off tackle.
Good tackle. Good game.
3 or 4 yard pickup
there.
Patriots
defense has been tough these playoffs.
Yeah. And a team that doesn't really have a great rushing defense.
No, they haven't been great.
All right, so here we go. Don converted on a big 4th down. Oh, I like this here. I like Thompson up the seam.
Corner blitz.
Oh, he should have waited longer.
He cut it.
He should have. Oh, fumble. I don't know what's happening.
Still scrubbling.
I don't know what's happening.
Where's the ball? The Giants come down with it.
I think he was down. Hurry up and run a play. I don't know what happened there. I think they're going to review it, and it's going to be Patriots ball.
Down, I think.
But, man, what a crazy sequence there.
And if you're the Patriots, you're finally smelling that ring, aren't you?
Yeah. They're going to bring it. It looks – they score here. I think it's all but over.
Hell, even if they don't score here, it's looking very bleak for the Giants.
Yeah, it's just been I think Don just got frustrated with what was happening in the game. And, he's caught some tough breaks, man.
If I'm Jordan here, I about just try to run up the quarter and kick a field goal. I don't give him a chance to get a pick 6 or nothing crazy. I mean,
but that's not Jordan though, man. He's
I know,
the guy
I know
that's
it's
put up
not.
points.
Yeah. I try to go ahead and get to the 4th and put 3 on the board and take your chances there. You don't want a chance to throw it underneath.
They're outgaining them 250-90 in total yardage.
Yeah.
You can't expect to win a game when you're doing that. Run up the middle. Good juke there by James White. Good 3 or 4. Or Sony Michelle, excuse me. I feel like Vern Lundquist out here. 3rd and 7 here. All right. I'm looking for Gronk up the seam here.
Yeah, if he guards that, you got that left guy.
He sees it. It's Gronk up the seam here. Gronk for 6. Oh, no. Oh, my God. What a catch by Edelman. I think it's over.
Yep.
It's over. That's going to be your ball game.
Man,
there.
The Patriots came out and played, man.
They just come out here and straight-handed the Giants their ass.
They sure did in every phase.
Every aspect of the game. I mean, I don't know. I think, like I said, Don he got put in some tough situations. I mean, anything can happen. Don't get me wrong. This is Madden that we're playing here, but you
got to try to make every big play there is to make. There's Khalif, good little return. I got about the 22 or 23.
But it's just been one thing after another, buddy. Shit rolls downhill.
Them early 2 turnovers is big time.
And I think he just he put himself in some tough passing situations, and maybe just didn't run the right running plays. Because I mean, when Saquon got there and he got the blocking and was in space. He was great, man. He picked up a lot of yards at a time, 16, 33-yard runs.
Yeah, I think falling behind early kind of put him in a bind.
Yeah. Well, here we go. We got double tight set, 2 wide receivers out to the left, fake to Barkley.
Good pressure.
Oh, man, he's
about
lucky.
had a pick there.
He about had another one.
Kirk Cousins, 30 yards passing.
Golly, mom.
I mean, you just ain't going to win a Super Bowl in your quarterback.
Just a piss poor execution, Mark Cousins. All right, we got second and 8 here. He's coming out here. He got tight end to the right, split to the left. Got all day to throw. Taking a deep shot.
One-on-one coverage. Good defense.
Drops it. Good defense there by the Pats. I think that was McCourty.
Is Kurt his quarterback for his franchise?
I don't know. I think he signed him out of free agency. I think that's who he picked up. Or Alexander picked up whenever he was still there. Oh man, what a game this has been for the Giants offense, man. It's just not been there this game. All right, we got strong right. Okay, we got Cousins dropping back here. Underneath pass to Raymond. Pickup of about 10 yards.
Get it, yeah.
Got to run a little hurry up here. You know,
Cleef's a good little player, man. I like Cleef.
Wide receiver screen. Got to get up from you. Get to the outside.
There's Cleef.
Good. 13-yard pickup there. It's out of bounds.
Cleef's a good little ball player, man. Like I said, he's had a good playoffs.
Good little speed guy, it looks like.
At some point, you got to think about taking a shot. I mean, you got to get a play. It looks
You've got to.
It's good to nickel and dime for the most part if you can do it, but in a game when you're down like this in the Super Bowl, you can't afford to nickel and dime much longer.
No, God.
Deep ball across the middle.
Did not like that. Seeing him throw into triple, double, quadruple coverage, like you can't force it. You know, you can take your shots, but you can't force your shots. It's kind of like drinking. You know? You can take shots, but you can't force them because then it's going to be a bad fucking result, buddy.
Yeah, he went to his outside. I can see where Don's wanting some playmakers on the outside because he just ain't got them outside.
Yeah, man. I think this would be definitely a different game if, say, Odell was still in town.
Yeah.
You know,
he just don't have them playmakers. I mean, Cleef's a good little player, but he's not really a deep threat, I would think, much as far as jump balls and shit. Looks like our third quarter is fixing to come to an end. He might get one more playoff here.
Here we go.
Run up the middle to Saquon. Good little run again.
Not a bad pickup there. Not a bad pickup at all. Well, here we are rolling into the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. Your New England Patriots are up by 33-7 on the New York Football Giants, rolling into the fourth. This might be a little bit of revenge for the past two Super Bowls for the.
I think he had a lot of pressure coming on him too. You know, he had to feel all the shit talk and just know that he couldn't come out and go 0-for-3 because then Don would really be posting the memes and he would feel it. But he let it bother him. He just came out here and played his game.
He just came out here and played his game, buddy. And I think he got Don out of his game, which was big. All right, here we are, 2nd and 3. Pitch to Barkley on the right. Got a hole. Picks up the first. Forward momentum should give him the first.
Another little hurry-up offense.
A little hurry-up here. I mean, it's tough with this. You got 3 tight ends or 2 tight ends and a fullback on the field. All right, drops back to throw.
Good prayer. I mean, good
protection.
Forcing picked it again.
That's where he forcing passes, man.
I mean, he's double covered.
I mean, you run it or throw it away.
And he had plenty of protection, so get out of the pocket and try to make something happen.
Right, like run it. I mean, they gave you the middle of the field. Run it. I mean, I know Cousins isn't the fastest, but when all the linebackers are dropped back in coverage, man, take off with it.
Interception.
Well, here we go. Michelle off tackle. Picks up about 6 or 7 yards. That's 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 here. Patriots, they're just looking to run clock here. Yeah. They're just burning it. I'd say they are.
I know he likes to score points, but I mean, you got to.
I mean, there's got to be respectable at some point, Act like you've been there before, right? Not that I'm talking shit or nothing. I'm just saying if this vice versa in this situation, act like you've been there before. Yeah. The 3rd and 1 here. I fully expect like a dive here or something off tackle.
Punt's not the worst play. Come out in shotgun though.
Probably inside. He's dropping back to pass the ball.
Safe play though.
Yeah, well, dump off to White in the flats.
White's had a good little game.
Yeah. Overall, the Patriots have the whole team just had a great game.
I ain't dropped many passes at all. The defense.
I don't think Teddy's been sacked in the second half. They kept him clean in the second.
Yep, they have. Kevin ain't been a factor.
Man, it's. I think you just go back and you look 2 plays in this game. That pick 6 and that Hail Mary before the half.
Yeah, that was big.
That's a 14-point swing right there.
There's an open field tackle for the first one of the game for the Giants.
That's a 14-point swing there.
Yeah, that Hail Mary was a. I think the Patriots are just going to try to run clock, go to the quick pitch, and they stuff that for a good loss of 5.
Well, this game didn't turn out to be much different from the Week 16 matchup.
It didn't.
Yeah.
And I thought the Giants would be some sort of advantage, even though they lost, just by knowing what the Patriots did to them in that game, and maybe he could try to do something about it. But Jordan going with the pass, try to pick up the 3rd down. Good defense.
SWAT needed a pick there.
You don't know why he's knocking it down. You need to catch it in the house, young fella.
Right. Well, here we go. 4th and 13. Allen's back to punt. Gets it away. West is going to field it at the 20. All right. Not a bad little return there. Gets it out to the 35-yard line. About a 15-yard return. 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game.
What do you do? I mean, passing stats. I mean, you take a couple.
You can do whatever here. Honestly, it's the end of the season. So, if you get anybody hurt, they're going to come back next year. So,
it ain't like a pick's going to affect you here.
Go deep. You may just want to run it out here and get the game over with.
And get a loss a couple.
Just run it over and get it over with. Barkley there took one 2-yard loss on the play.
It looked like he threw waving the white flag there.
Yeah. Looks like this one's over. Well, it's been over for a while, but
it's been over.
Yeah, looks like he's
calling
it.
Yep.
All right, let's see. We got Barkley here coming off the tackle on the stretch play. Nice little juke. Picks up. Good little extra effort there. And Barkley's already had him in that game. 15 rushes, 91 yards, almost 100-yard game.
Turnovers, throwing them picks. And like I said before the game started, Kurt's got to be efficient. He just hasn't been.
He hasn't, man. You got to know what you got, You can't – if Kirk Cousins isn't the guy to throw the ball down the field accurately, you can't try to expect him in the Super Bowl throw the ball down the field accurately. Yeah, you kind of got to give what the defense gives. There's a lot of times that, me and you both saw some underneath stuff that he missed.
Mm-hmm.
Probably could gain like 10, 15 yards on some of those. So here we are, 3rd and short. Like that right there.
And Ingram's a fast guy. If you get to him in open field,
he's one of the faster tight ends. He's basically a wide receiver playing tight end. Running a little hurry up here. Let's see. Hand off to Barkley. Good little run up the middle. I think I'm supposed to go off tackle, and he cut it back up. Let's see.
And the thing about it is Kurt ain't been sacked a whole lot.
It's not like there's been a ton of pressure. Good catch by Shepard. That could have been used earlier in the game. Here we are, 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to go, and I don't think there's a 26-point play out there.
No. You just try to score for pride, make the score look a little better, and get back to the drawing board and try to get back next year.
You made it there, and it's, it's saying what it is. You made it there, but still, out of, 30 other teams, only 2 can make it.
There's a sack.
There's a huge sack. On only 2 can make it out of 30 teams. So you were the best.
So out
in
of
the
what
NFC.
you watch here, what do you think each team's going to try to improve on this offseason? I mean, I know the Patriots are about to win the Super Bowl, but you know they still think they can get better in some areas.
I think big time on the New York Football Giants, it's going to be playmakers, wide receivers.
On the outside.
That's definitely where I think Don's going to go. He's
got some
go.
pass rushers. I mean, he's got a good tight end. He's got a good running
back.
There's
Ingram in the flats. Touchdown Giants. This little garbage time.
I think a good thing for the Patriots. I think the Patriots secondary is pretty decent. I mean, they played good in the playoffs. Teddy seems like he can. I mean, he seems like he can play with Teddy. Maybe get a running back in the draft. You got Sony Michel.
Yeah.
I think he's going to try to get rid of James White, so maybe a better running back. And then I think a pass rusher for the Patriots would be good. That secondary playing good, if you can get some more pressure, force even more turnovers, get some sacks to help your defense out a little.
Yeah, I can see that.
He might try to get younger at a few positions. Maybe
I think so, because I think some of those guys in the secondary is getting up there in age. I think you've got Patrick Chung. He's kind of an older player.
You've got McCourty.
Both McCourties, they're up there in age. So, I think Stephon Gilmore might be the youngest one. Yeah. He might be approaching his 30s.
Is he that old?
I think so.
28-ish, but
he might be. I don't know. Yeah. But here we got Michelle running up the middle here. About a 20-yard pickup.
I think a solid pass rush for the Patriots would be big, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Jordan he's had some games where he blew out some people, but he's also had some close games against people that, wasn't necessarily as good as roster as him. So, I mean,
I think you look to get some guys up front, improve that front seven.
Just going
looks like he's going to take a knee. Looks like he's going to take the knee here. Well, it looks like your
Super Bowl champions, the
New England Patriots.
Patriots.
Season 2 DMX Super Bowl champions, the New England Patriots. God, it pains me to say it.
I know it.
In a game that, got out of hand in the second half, really. I mean, it was close in the first. Those 2 drives at the beginning of the game.
They killed him.
Those 2 drives at the beginning of the game. You would have thought that this was going to be a defensive battle and low-scoring game. But, the Pats took advantage of some turnovers.
They played well. They tackled well, open field tackles. They didn't turn the ball over.
They made people miss. They did what they had to do, and they took care of business, and they came in here and got the W, and they're walking away with the Lombardi. This is the first one for Jordan.
Yeah. Now he can kind of use some of that shit talking to his advantage.
He's going to strut his stuff around, I reckon. So
Teddy Bridgewater, 11 of 14. 230 yards.
Saquon still had 102 yards.
102. Edelman, Eifert, Des Bryant. Des Bryant had a big catch. He only had 2 catches.
I mean, you catch a Hail Mary going into the half. Jabal sheared 4 sacks, man. He was looking like he was unstoppable.
Good in the first half.
But thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in, listening to us. I think it's going to wrap it up for the Super Bowl stream. We appreciate you guys watching this stuff.
Absolutely.
We're going to get out. We're going to get that podcast out. We're kind of debating on it now because we did this.
Yeah.
And we're not sure what.
We got some free agency coming up in the next day and a half or so.
Yeah. So we're debating on kind of like waiting and seeing what's going on net to do the podcast, and it's just been kind of a weird week. Like I said, Sunday was when, we usually do it, but we knew the Super Bowl was coming up, so we didn't want to wait. We wanted to kind of wait on the Super Bowl and, talk about it. But like I said, we decided to do this live stream. But
we had after our last podcast, it was going into week 16, and then we went from week 16 to the damn Super Bowl. So we kind of had that happen earlier in the year where we advanced 4 weeks. Between podcasts, so that makes it a little bit different.
So, like I said, we're going to get that podcast out to you. Like I said, it's probably going to come again Sunday.
I think by then it'll be a good time because then we can talk about.
We'll have free agents going. I think we might be getting ready for some pre-draft talk by then. And
I don't know when exactly. Ryan's going to come out with the schedule tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think,
so we'll see. And stay tuned on that because we've come up with some stuff. We're going to do some end of the year awards. Voted on by you guys. Ryan's going to do a Survey Monkey, and we're going to give him our selections and choices to win some awards
and let you guys vote on
it, and we'll reveal them during the podcast. But again, thanks for listening, guys. And
always shoot the rumors if you got any. I've got a few, but I mean, continue to shoot those out if you get any ideas of anything. So.
And congrats on the win to the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, had a good year, man.
Great year.
I mean, lost a great quarterback and still came out and got it done.
All right. We'll see you guys.